Hi YouTube, happy Tuesday. Today we're going to play a rank 1 legend druid. So this druid hit rank 1 legend, I think on the Asia server a couple of days ago. And I think it has like some interesting stuff in the list. So that's why I decided to give it a try and see if it would work on my ladder as well. It runs the hero power package because that's like obviously really strong. In the late game, it also runs a Khan with the Underkings and Zog because, I mean, you don't really want to cut that package right now, I think, if you're Druid. But the interesting thing here is that it plays the location, the hedge maze, and Ozumat. So in some matchups where there's a lot of board, like at the moment, Druid struggles, right, against board-based matchups because there's no more AoEs, there's no more spammy Arcanists, there's no more Scales of Onyxia to deal with the board. So people are looking for ways to like not instantly die to board-based matchups. So here we have location plus Ozumat, which is really good. You have the location on the board, you play the Ozumat. Location triggers the death rattle of Ozumat. That means it removes opponent's minions based on how many of their stocks they still have. So usually when you play the Ozumat, it will have 6 with location on the board, or 5, I mean. So it's like basically a whole AoE. Plus, it runs an ETC, obviously. So for the frost decays, you know the way to lose usually is they keep freezing your stuff and you die. So there is an ETC with Smothering Starfish in here. So whenever you have the chance on turn 4 or 5, whenever you play your ETC, you already pick your Starfish because you're never going to play the other 2 options against Frost TK anyway. You just pick the Starfish so you have it ready. Make sure you keep a board space, of course, because if you board lock yourself, you won't be able to play it. And then whenever they freeze your board, you just go Smothering Starfish, and usually it's lethal because you have so many big boys on the board, most likely like the Anubrakan, some taunts maybe. So this one against Frost Decay. Then against Blood Decay, you kind of want to win with the Riven there, War Rider, right? So that's your best shot of winning, apart from hero powering them to death. So you play ETC. If you can, try to play it maybe on turn 10 if you have 10 mana. So you can insta go ETC and play the Riven there, because if it's in your hands, there is always a small risk of it getting patchworked, and you don't really want that to happen. So you play the Riven there. Ideally, you already have your location on the board, so you can instantly trigger the Death Rattle, and you get the 3 other horsemen in your deck at least once more. So that if you get patchwork, there's copies of the horsemen, and it doesn't mean the game is over. And then the third pick is the Jailer, which is like, it's good against Druids, obviously. They don't have a way of dealing with it. There's no heart removal for it. Another matchup in which it would be good is probably, I'd say, Relic Demon Hunter, because they can't really deal with it either. So once you have these big boys on the board, they have no way of clearing it, and most likely they die the turn after. So this is the ETC. I think we've talked about it enough. Let's just play it. Oh, maybe quickly about the mulligan. You just look for the early game stuff. You want to ramp up your hero power as much as you can. There's also an explosive sheep here. Death Rattle deal 2 damage to all minions. If you combine that with the location, it deals 4 damage to all minions. So that's kind of like a AoE as well. But keep in mind, when you play the Peaceful Piper, you can draw the sheep. You can also draw Ozumat, so you're not guaranteed to draw hero power stuff. I think that's something you just need to keep in mind that can happen. Okay, but I think we should just queue a game, see how it goes on ladder. This is a rank 1 deck, so I would assume it's not terrible in the meta. But, I mean, I'm here to test it out for you guys and see how it goes for me. And if it goes well, I'd say, like, just play it. It looks fun. If it doesn't go well, maybe, like, you try it anyway, see if you can do better than me with the deck. But, like, then I might not just recommend trying it. And we have a game. It's a Druid. Okay. So we're gonna be playing a mirror. I don't know if many people are playing this Druid in particular, the one I'm playing. So it might just be another version like Tony Jailer or something like that. I think we can not keep Rake in this matchup. It's not that good. We keep the Groovy Cat. You always keep all the hero power stuff, I think. It curves nicely in the early game. Okay, this is nice. We have Piper into Groovy Cat. We'll probably have some hero power stuff on turn 3 as well. And then on 4 we can coin Flower Child if we want to. Okay, let's draw. Okay, next turn we have a 2-drop. We play a 2-drop. That's quite obvious. Wait, okay, this Druid is actually a bit more board-based, so hopefully that's not going to cause any issues. I think I'll trade this one in already. We need to find a way to deal with this 3/3 here. I don't think it should be too hard, but let's... Yeah, this is a board deck. Okay, I hope we'll be able to pull some Ozumat stuff later on, but we need to draw it. We need to ramp as well, because at the moment we don't really have a way of doing that yet. But at least we can try. Felt like Rake would have been pretty good. Well, I'm gonna try and see if I can find it. Oh, wait. We can also play the Explosive Sheep and let that deal with the board. This already proc this. Just need to be a bit careful so we don't die. that would be a bit unlucky. We do take some damage here. We have an Under King to get more armor. Okay, that is a clear. Baltic. Right. I think ignore that for now. Or at least we go like ramping. Maybe on 6. Can innervate one of these out, so at least they only, if this dies, it only summons 1/3/3. Next turn we can go either hero power Summer Flower Child, or we just play the Under King for the armor. Okay, we're gonna get some extra draw at least. That's quite nice. Okay, opponent is going Fade. Obvious. Oh, Hanubrakan is good for next turn. We need to not die, so go King. Create this, and then kill off this 3/3. So at least we are not dying. We don't really have a lot of stuff to combine with Anub yet, so maybe we can go set up location and play the Flower Child to draw some stuff. I don't know how much burst damage this Druid can do. Like, if they have any more stuff to buff the minions attack. There could be, for example, a the drum card, the 7 mana one that gives your other minions +2/+4 in taunt. That would be quite annoying, I think. We are taking a lot of damage here. So this is actually fine. On the bottom there is Innervate and Hedge Maze. I could have a look here. Pick the Innervate. And we go hero power. Break that one. And play this. And next turn we can go Anubrakan and Zog, and hopefully that be enough for us to the game. I think I'll... Opponent has a big hero power. It's +5 attack. So they have 5 +1. They have 6. We're not dying. And we're going to put some taunts up. I can hero power, Innervate, Anubrakan, and Zog maybe. Oh wait. They might actually make me not be able to play one of these cards. But I can go Oh, okay. They picked the location, but that doesn't really matter. Maybe they saw the Ozumat. But I had another plan anyway, so we can go for the other plan here, and that's to make some. Especially now that we also drew Under King. Noober. Oh, this. And hopefully that's enough. I could play another minion. I don't think I will. Because I kind of want to keep my armor. I am trade. And we just keep this because it's gonna summon 1/1s again anyway. But I think this is a solid board, and I'm not sure how Druid deals with it. But only if they also play Ozumat, maybe they'd find a way. But I doubt they do that. They're actually close to trading one of my big taunts, but not the second one. Okay. We have lethal, actually. It is just lethal on board. We have already 31 on board, plus the hero power will be 34. Okay, nice. That was the first game, and it went pretty well, I think. Pretty well against the scary matchup, the board-based ones, but managed to win it. Let's play a bit more. See if we can keep this win streak up. Like, I tried this deck already before starting the video. I played like a few games. I think I won the last 2 or 3 before deciding I would make a video. So I already have like a bit of a win streak going on with the deck. Okay, Priest now. Priest is always a bit scary, especially if this is an undead priest that might not be the best. I think we do not even keep Nourish against that. We want like our early stuff, hero power stuff. Rake is very good to deal with board. ETC, actually we have a Starfish. So if they have death rattles that deal damage or they have a reborn, we can silence it. But it's actually a control priest. So maybe there's a way for us to win through Riven there in this matchup, but it might be a long matchup. So better be prepared for that. I don't think I need to use my aquatic yet because I can't really play most of the stuff. Next turn I could consider going aquatic and trying to look for like any of the hero power stuff. To at least get that going. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Draw Beast. It could be a 1-drop, it's not. Do we coin? South? Might. I'll go. Okay, so against Priest, we have to pick Riven there. We cannot go Jailer because they do have AoEs and then it's instantly over if they do that. And also the Starfish doesn't do much anyway. Oh. Nourish is here, so next turn we can ramp a bit more. Want to? I'm gonna clear this up. They do run silences, so we don't want to leave the death rattles up too much. You can trade, maybe just go for it so it doesn't get silenced.
I am a friend of Messiah.
Ooh. Okay, so they get an extra Ranatol. It is a big minion, but I don't think we have to be scared just yet. Gain 2. And then I don't think Priest is really gonna smork us that hard that we have to be scared of it already. So for now, we just ignore. Next turn, if I don't top deck anything, I'll just go aquatic form, I think, to begin with. I also should try to find my my hedge maze before playing the Riven there, so it doesn't get silenced. Spread the word. Probably draw this first, get some armor. And we draw cards. There's the maze. Okay, so I can set this up and just go maze and trade. Next turn I can go ETC, pick Riven there, and innervate the Riven there and proc the Death Rattle, and everything is done and set up. And then when we get to our summer flower childs, they can also... Oh wow. This might be a problem. I was gonna say they can also draw Horseman for 5 and then you can combo them. This is actually not... I think we have to sheep. It deals 4. You might just lurking that one. Die. I think I'm gonna hold on playing my ETC for now then and just hope they don't Theotar me. So I want to have the location active when I put my Riven there on the board so it does not get silenced. Okay, this is fine. So we know they took a snapshot of the location. There's one of the cards in it. And the light it burns. Not the strongest cards yet. We have one groovy cat left, but we could also discover. Since we're on 10 mana, maybe we can just discover a bigger beast. Wait. I said a bigger beast. These are not bigger beasts. These are tiny beasts. I'll just go for this and hope it doesn't get sniped. I need to do something anyway. So, this. Do we rake? I think we do not rake. My positioning is a bit bad on the wolf, but we can play around that next turn by proccing the location if they don't clear the board. And then I can still put the wolf in between. Oh, they might see the Riven there in my hand. Quite a big chance. Maybe they could go for it as well, but I don't know how good it is for them because they can't kill him off as easily maybe, or play him. Okay, so they went for the rake. That was in my hand. Not the Riven there. Aquatic. I think we can aquatic first. And get summer flower child. Now we do this. We proc. Then draw cards, and there is a chance that we already draw some horseman here. Not. But at least it's tools to stay alive for now. What would be good top decks? Maybe spread the word, nourish, another flower child would be probably the best ones. So we can draw more because our hand at the moment not great as you. Symbolize. So more horsemen. There's 6 horsemen in the deck now. If we can draw any. Oh, here's the first one. I can go this. This. One. I think we can just... I don't think we need to like push a lot of face damage in this matchup, because if we win with Riven there, is the face damage did not matter. So maybe it's just better to keep the board under control and play a bit control-ish until we get all our horsemen. So we have the taunt one here. So there is the rush one still in the deck and the lifesteal. These are the two ones we need. And we have 2 copies of each in the deck. So hopefully it won't be too hard to find them. Our opponent is playing Control Priest, so they are gonna give us enough time to find the combo pieces, I'd assume. Okay, this is the second one that died. We need only 2 more now. We need only 2 more. Oh, there's another one. Another one. Lifesteal. Okay, so we need only the rusher now, and if we find these and we can kill them off, it's alright, it's insta over. But I mean, we still have 14 cards in the deck, and we don't really have any draw cards in our hand, so hope that they're not on the bottom, like both of them. Because then we still have a long way to go. Long way. Ace Falna, so they are going for some value with the spells. Undying Allies. Oh, that's maybe just to not overdraw. That's... And I can kill this one off insta, so if I have Rush here, I do not, but if I had it, it was insta over. Here, I think we can hero power instead. Up the... Can even play this and heal for one more. Your life is mine. Okay, waiting room now for the last horseman to arrive. There's also still Spread the Word, Nourish, a summer flower child in the deck to help me. Help me find the cards I need. Okay, that's a lot of cards they can get from the bottom of their deck. I hope they don't go for big minions here, because at the moment I don't really have a way of dealing with it. Now this is okay, I can deal with a bit of it. Like, I can clear the smaller Astalor with my hero power. I also get 5 armor every time I use my hero power. I'm gonna start by drawing 3 cards. Oh, there's the rusher for next turn. If we manage to rush that into something. This is from my deck. Is there anything? Maybe I just don't kill it off to be sure that they don't draw anything. I don't know. This one has to die, but at the moment it doesn't. Oh, they can go Teothar. That might steal my rusher, and that means I'd have to wait for the next one. If they yoink the Ozumat, it doesn't really matter. The other ones don't matter that much. It's just this one. And they did take it. They did give me a queen for it. And I can go Ozumat and clear the board, so I'm actually not too unhappy. The game will go a bit longer, but I'm not losing here. Because I do have an extra copy of those horsemen in the deck. I'm gonna need to find it. So we go Ozumat. Trigger the death rattle, that clears. Bam, 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 and we hero power. So we know they have one of my horsemen in hand. They have an 8 mana Astalor as well. And another card from my deck from Mind Eater. Anything else we don't really know. So one problem that we could have here is if they don't clear the board, I'm board locked. It looks like they that queen. It looks like they did have a clear at least. Okay. You know what? If we draw a rush here, we can kill it off on the star. That's actually not terrible. And Seedsman can no, Seedsman doesn't draw us anything anymore. Flower Child, wait, they're away. I can't finale it, so I'll just Lifesteal, not what we need. Taunt, also not what we need, really. Yes, we have an Astalar too. Only 5 more cards in the deck, and one of them is our Rusher. And we also have a Spread the Word still in the deck, so that means whenever we draw that, we can also probably find our Rusher. So it's just, we're kind of in the waiting room for that. It's not terrible what's going on here at the moment. Like, our opponent is doing stuff, but, I mean, look at our health. 30 armor, 23 health. We are definitely okay for now. I think I can. I don't really want to kill this off because this thing is a insta clear for me when I top deck my Rusher. And I can also keep the Rake. So if I top deck Groovy Cat first, with Rake it will deal 6, so I can insta Rake my own minion and kill it off. So there's a couple of things we can do here to make sure that our combo happens and opponent dies to the Riven theirs. Cannibalize. Okay. Break. Sure. Okay, nothing, like, it feels like nothing our opponent does really matters that much. So, I just feel like we're chilling and waiting for our stuff. So here we have it. And it has a rush, and this has more attack. So, here we go. We pulled off the Riven there combo. It's this Control Priest. And I have to say, this felt pretty good doing it. Pretty good. And actually managed to win 2 games already in this video. We can queue 1 more. Then we have the final verdict. But for now, I'd say give this deck a try. It looks really fun. It is fun. There's like multiple ways of winning. You have the Riven there. You have the Ozumat against board-based decks. Of course, the hero power stuff helps you to stabilize. It can help you take trades, but also it can push a lot of damage to your opponent's face. So like you have all these different things in one deck that can help you take a win. And I'm enjoying that. So it's not like all your games are exactly the same and you have the same game plan in every matchup. Okay, here is the last matchup. Could we maybe face a DK? See how that one is. I would like to see a Frost DK to know if this Druid can beat it. Because that's a matchup I have not tried before myself either. Okay, it is a Demon Hunter. That's interesting. Let's see how that one will go. I kind of want to look for the hero power stuff, so I'm gonna remove the 8 and the 4. And we're just gonna keep the Groovy Cat because that is a very good 2-drop. Flower Child is nice. So now we need to find a 1 if possible. And then going. Oh yeah, that's a 1. That's not the 1 I meant. Okay, so next turn we go a Groovy Cat. If we don't have anything on 3, we could consider going aquatic form. Try and look for something. of things we could be doing here. Let's just first wait for a top deck. Okay, drawing. So it's not Outcast, it is a Relic Demon Hunter. Summer Child again. We could Aquatic, we could also chill in Hero Power, but for example, if we find Innervate here for next turn, that would be great, or maybe even a Seedsman to fill up the curve a bit better, so let's find... Oh, wait. ETC could... We could just drop that next turn. Edge Maze is not terrible either, but we don't really have anything for that yet. So maybe we just go for that one. I already have 3 attack on my hero power thanks to the Groovy Cat. Now we need to find some armor as well. Okay, this is fine. We're gonna go ETC. We top deck ETC. We pick Jailer, I think, in this matchup, even though it's very slow. But we have the ramp to turn after, so I think we are okay with that, even though it is a bit slow. It's also a 4-4 on the board now, so we cannot win with Riven there this matchup. It's gonna go too fast. And Starfish isn't going to do anything against their board either. So in this matchup, are they gonna coin the Nagaling? No. They're hesitating, so they might have something they could go for on this turn. Yeah. Spectral side, okay, just to draw one. A Nuber minion, that works with. Okay, ramping. Powering. I think we have to trade though, so we don't take too much damage. Next turn we go Hero Power, Rake something, and Summer Flower Child. There's some things that would be nice if we could get, for example, find Underking or Zog. Well, like it's kind of hard for the opponent to get through the Zog, I think. I need a lot of cards for that. So I can go Hero Power, Rake. Oh, there is a Zog already. Hero Power. One. What do we get? Underking. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here. Do you see it? Do you see it? A Nubricon. Underking, Mega Taunt. I see it. It is our time to step out of the shadows. And then if we want the turn later, we could Jailer, so our minions don't die. Okay, opponent has so many cards in hand though. 10 cards in hand. Like, they need to play some cards or else they will never even be able to play their Relic of Dimensions to draw more. And then trading. I can live with that. I have some Lubricon. This. It's only one attack, but I mean, I'm on 23 health at the moment. These taunts are 21. So even if they clear everything else and the taunts are still here, their Steno would not hit my face. But to be honest, I don't really know how they full clear all of this. They need spell damage for sure. Like, that's step one. They need spell damage. Then they need like maybe that on the 1 mana Unleash to clear some board. Then some relics or Immolation Aura. Still very hard, I think. Plus I get all this armor from the Underkings dying. if they clear all of this, it's like the jailer isn't going to be that good anymore. Okay, they are clearing it. But they also cleared their own spell damage minions, so now I just have these big 2 taunts that can hopefully save me a little bit from incoming damage. I only have an Ozumat left for costs. Or we could go this and Druid reduced anyway. Yeah, so what if we Jailer next turn? We have 10 from Jailer, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Plus the turn after we have 3 more. Like, we have lethal in 2 anyway with Jailer. So it's worth considering just dropping that one. Like, we don't have taunts anymore, but we have this board that can be cleared. Might go for... Only reduced by 2 at the moment. They like hardly played any relics. It's not even gonna be super easy to play all your stuff here. Unless it's small, but if it's like small spells and things, it's kind of irrelevant for now. Okay, clearing again a little bit. I could also just drop the Ozumat. They are wasting. Not gonna be easy for them to kill me anymore with the Lady Steno. Let's start by Dread. Ooh, what do we want actually? Maze? So we can go Ozumat Maze at some point. Do we drop the Jailer is the... We drop it. We have 1, 2, 3 minions on board. We need a location. The turn after is 4. That means Ozumat can have 2 tentacles. Or we play it now, but the problem is they still have spell damage plus Unleash. And they'd be able to clear off all the tentacles quite easily. So I don't think I should. What if we just drop? It's not lethal yet, but it is lethal in 2. And I kind of just hope they don't have lethal in 2. Okay, that's a very slow start at least. There's no more reduced cost cards in their hand either. Okay. That's not gonna... that much. There's one thing that I'm actually not sure of, and that is, can you use a location on Ozumat when it's immune? But we're about to find out. Can I proc it? Nice. So this Ozumat is on the board forever, so whenever my location is active, that means I can just trigger it. Again, like if I had another location, I could play it after this one's gone. And then just trigger the Ozumat 2 more times and my opponent can't clear it. Like, this doesn't matter. It's not even infused. So it's just like a draw of desperation, I would say. But this is pretty cool, this demonstration, guys, this video, because my first game was board-based matchup. Second game was control, and we had to beat it with Riven there. And now we have this game where we went through playing Jailer. So it's 3 very different games that we are showcasing here to show you a bit like how versatile the deck is. And also made us go back under top 1k. Yay! So I wanna say First of all, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, as usual, press like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and second of all, I want to say this deck is really fun. It looks very strong. So if you are looking for something to grind, I would say try this deck out. I will leave the code in the descriptions, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.